Evil Hezbollah is down in the dumps and yet still delusional. Hezbollah fired missiles into Israel 2 days after the US and Israel attacked Iran on February 28th, triggering the ongoing Middle East war. Out for blood, the Israeli forces are slaying pro-Iran Hezbollah militants in Lebanon. Hezbollah exerts significant influence in the southern suburbs of Beirut, as well as across extensive areas of Lebanon's southern and eastern provinces. Politicians affiliated with Hezbollah occupy 2 ministerial posts within the cabinet. However, the relationship between Hezbollah and Lebanon's senior political leadership has deteriorated, as these authorities have expressed criticism regarding Hezbollah's recent involvement in the conflict and have subsequently enacted legal measures criminalizing the group's military operations within the nation. The IDF is banking on the Merkava tank as it goes all out against Hezbollah. Here's all you need to know. Although Israel occupies a relatively small geographic area, its defense industry is notably substantial, with the Merkava tank serving as a prominent illustration of this capability. Following a breakdown in its initial dependence on foreign allies, Israel found itself compelled to develop its own main battle tank, with a singular focus on one aspect: the survivability of the crew, influenced by the harsh realities learned from the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Over the decades, the Merkava has undergone several variants, incorporating advanced electronic systems, enhanced situational awareness capabilities, and upgraded sights and targeting. The Merkava tank was introduced in May 1979. The tank represented a distinct departure from the armored vehicles employed by other military forces, notably those of the United States and the Soviet Union. The Merkava was first deployed in combat during the 1982 conflict, where it engaged Soviet-manufactured Syrian T-72 tanks in the Bekaa Valley. During these engagements, Merkava tanks successfully destroyed multiple T-72 units at distances reaching up to 4,000 meters. Israel's frequent wars have generated a continuous accumulation of combat experience, which has contributed to the development and successive enhancement of the Merkava tank series. The current tank, Merkava 4, retains the Merkava 1's design priorities and incorporates a new redesigned turret, explosive reactive armor, and modular passive armor for quicker battle damage repair. It mounts a larger 120mm main gun with 58 rounds, including the Lahat anti-tank guided missile. It has a larger 1,500 horsepower engine, and the tank is correspondingly faster. The Merkava is protected by the Trophy Active Protection System, which uses a combination of turret-mounted sensors and explosively formed projectiles to shoot down enemy tank gun rounds, rockets, and anti-tank guided missiles. Now, across southern Lebanon, Israeli military forces reported having targeted over 200 Hezbollah positions. Hezbollah asserted that it had launched rocket attacks against military installations in northern Israel. In a video statement, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that he has directed the military to extend the so-called buffer zone in southern Lebanon eastward. He further indicated that Israel is simultaneously engaging in negotiations with the Lebanese government while conducting military operations against Hezbollah, with the objective of disarming the militant organization and establishing a sustainable peace with its northern neighbor. In Lebanon, those negotiations have drawn backlash from Hezbollah and its supporters. In its front-page coverage of the discussions in Washington, the Lebanese newspaper Al-Akhbar, which maintains a strong affiliation with Hezbollah, labeled the government as a regime of shame. Hezbollah lawmaker Hassan Fadlallah criticized the Lebanese government for what he termed the disgraceful image of engaging in direct talks with Israel, especially at a time when it is killing Lebanese people. In the streets of Beirut, Lebanese citizens exhibit a division of opinion. A segment supports Hezbollah's stance that Israel can only be deterred through military means. Conversely, others have expressed approval of the discussions taking place in Washington, viewing them as a potential avenue towards the end of the conflict.